hear me?
Hi. Yeah, good to hear from you. How's it going?
Likewise, mate. All is good over here. And how about there?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, happy to
Glad to hear so.
participate. Thanks for inviting us. Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
pleasure. So please, Leo, tell us a little bit about you, your team, and most of all, what Eywa Protocol is building. It's quite a big infrastructure. So yeah, I'm absolutely excited to hear your showcase. The stage is
Yeah, one
yours, mate.
happy to share. And just a quick question: can you see my screen?
Yes, it's incoming right now.
All right. Yeah, just a few words about myself. I joined the team like 1.5 years ago, right? I'm a biz dev and partnership manager. So basically, the company has like 2 years of development history. And since that moment, we secured like 6 grants from different chains, and basically we're building like cross-chain interoperability protocol, solving the problem of liquidity fragmentation. We have partnered with Curve. I will share more on this during the pitch, and yeah, so we have many integrations in the pipeline and launching in the commercial mainnet within the next few weeks, right? So overall, I will try to go quickly through the deck so you get a better understanding. So this is one of the problems we are solving. So one of the major problems of DeFi nowadays is that the projects need to have like 6 times more liquidity if they want to go on 6 different blockchains. They have to split their liquidity, right? So and this is like basically is an issue while a lot of projects prefer to go on centralized exchanges rather than on DEXs. So with us, like we solve this issue completely. So keeping one pool of liquidity in the chain of preferred choice. So the projects can go on 6 different blockchains, being traded among all the supported for stable coins, and basically get all these tax benefits at the same time, like keeping them decentralized nature and not having this risk of taxes going bankrupt, all sorts of problems associated with that. So second one is the projects usually have to rely on centralized bridges. And just last year, 2 billion lost in cross-chain hacks. So we are focusing on security a lot. And there are like two vectors of attacks. So one is lack of decentralization, like famous hack, probably you know, of Ronin breach, right? Where like 5 out of 9 validators were taken over. Um, so in our case, we'll be scaling up the number of we'll have like a decentralized network of validators and oracles with the goal to scale up to 700, 800 validators by the end of the year. So utilizing role deposit consensus similar to super oracles and Algorand. So smart contracts wise, we already got like double audit from Hexens and Smart State, and good part here is that the liquidity pools itself, they will be locked in the Curve smart contracts. So Curve Finance is our partner. We partnered with them, and they also integrate in our cross-chain assets on their side, including the front end and smart contracts. So we have kind of good um, partnership with them. So in terms of the, overall users and transactions on different platforms have increased after this centralized exchanges FAT, and just this is not the kind of the latest report, but just recently you can see here, this is like the graph of DEX to CEX post-trade volume. You can see a huge spike right now on DEXs, right? So overall, it was like huge increase in transactions in users, right, on decentralized platforms. So this is like the solution. We cut cost 6 times for for projects to be at 6 chains, right? With keeping just one liquidity pool. So it's also quite good offer for the projects because they can also earn the yield farm rewards if they provide the liquidity on our DEX. And yeah, basically together with Curve Finance, we will make it possible to be listed on cross-chain DEX. accessing all blockchains liquidity user base with a single cross-chain pool. So no need for projects to have like liquidity pools in a chain, and users will be able to buy and trade the token cross-chain among all the supported for stable coins like USDT, DAI, USDC, or TUSD, both on Curve Finance and Eywa. So and also earn the like additional farming yield on their own liquidity. So currently supporting 6 largest by TVL EVM chains. Will be integrating more chains, including Aurora, and more non-EVM chains as well, ZK rollups down the road, right? So this is like the market size. So it's just 112 billion, which is in a bridge transaction volume across all the bridges last year, roughly 18 million generated by the bridges. So if we target like 10% of market share, it will be 1.8 million of monthly revenue for the protocol. I can share on the transaction how we're going to monetize it in terms of the transaction fees, etc. And we will also have like rev share model with Curve as well. So this is like the heart of our solution. So as mentioned, currently supporting 6 largest by TVL EVM chains. So partnership with Curve. So and basically the idea that by locking the original assets in a chain, they're like synthetic derivatives. So they're created in a hub chain, which is based on Phantom. And those synthetic derivatives are aggregated among all the chains into one deep liquidity pool. So the EUSDT, for example, is an LP token of that particular pool, right? So yeah, this is basically a very efficient exchange because of the deepness of the pools, right? So it's, I would say that like 2 to 3 times more efficient than competitor AMM dexes. And in terms of the fees, we're gonna have like we're gonna charge them transaction fees for cross-chain stable swaps, for Eywa DEX, I mean for cross-chain Curve crypto pools, also for the token bridge, and also we'll be charging like data protocol commissions for the from the projects that integrate the messaging protocol as well. And on the Curve side, we so first Curve will be in the Eywa Oracle network, like the validator, right? So they will also participate in our multi-sig management. So yeah, and our like cross-chain pool liquidity will be placed in Curve smart contracts. So this is like how the competition looks like. You can see here like players like Layer Zero target signups. Any swap in multi-chain, it's more like one-to-one bridge, and we are targeting the same efficiency as one-to-one bridge. I mean, on the absolute cost level, but to achieve the same volume, we would only need like 10 times less in TVL. So, for example, multi-chain is keeping 1.4 billion in TVL, and we would, to achieve the same volume, we would only need around 100 million in TVL. But important aspect here is decentralization. So, for example, I mean, majority of our solutions are either in proof authority or quite centralized. For example, a layer zero, they're utilizing Sequoia oracles, previously used FTX oracles, multi-chain. In multi-chain, you rely on the fact that 13 out of 21 nodes are not compromised. So yeah, this raises some concerns on the level of decentralization, and we are focusing on this a lot, right? This is how we differentiate. Also, comparing to target signups, we can achieve like 2 to 3 times lower slippage, hence better slippage. So this is like the simple use case. So basically, the project gets liquidity and the user base of all 6 major chains with just one simple integrations. We have basically 2 verticals we are going to focus on. So first one is the projects that would like to get listed on across different chains, like cross-chain listings, right, together with Curve. And second one is just cross-chain logic for the dApps, right? So that means, for example, we signed partnership with Brave browser with 65 million downloads. So we'll be integrating protocol to make them wallet cross-chain. So these sorts of integrations, right? So this is some like a sum up of advantages. I think I can skip it for now. I mean, the team we are 23 people in the team. So our CEO and co-founder Boris, he's like mathematician, blockchain analyst, and also an architect of our protocol. He hosted more than 300 nodes in the past, so knows all little technicalities about the chains. And he now chief strategy officer Alex. They also co-founded DeFi Asset Management Fund. So CTO is like 20 years in software development. It's experience like big data, ML, blockchain tech. And Farash, our CBDO and co-founder, he's running. Coming from a VC corporate background, and also running quite large crypto executive communities, 2,000 people in it, and also Harvard Business School executive education. So we have we received 6 grants from different L1, L2s, right? We won prizes in 3 hackathons, like Eat Global, Metis, Polygons as well. And on the right, you can see some of the bakers, including Big Brain Holdings, Mulana, Maple Block VC. And we almost filled out the seed round. I can share details on this. So traction wise, we already in the mainnet, right? So we spent like 2 years on the development. So this some of the partners, including like different chains, like wallets, and other applications. So basically, the roadmap for this year, we will be launching in the commercial mainnet within the next few weeks, and then we will be focusing on expanding the number of validators by the end of the year to like 700, 800 validators. Also, we'll be launching the cross-chain NFT bridge functionality in Q3, and we'll be launching without the token, right? So, and we're planning to have the TG and IDO approximately August, September of this year. And yeah, this is like in short on the roadmap. And on the token utility, you can see here, so Eywa token will be provided in yield farming for liquidity provision, in proof of stake, as we have a decentralized Oracle network, like 50% of supply being locked away in protecting the protocol security, similar to Polkadot and Cosmos, and governments of the protocol in Eywa DAO, boosting the capital efficiency of liquidity providers due to DAO voting power, similar to Curve Finance, and as well for the payments, so fees can be paid in Eywa tokens. So this is the tokenomics. We have raised like 5 million out of the 6.5 million. So I would say that around 1.2 million left. And we are planning to close the round probably next month. So we, here you can see that market cap on TG is quite low, with just around 600K. And within 6 months from the launch, we expect to launch decentralized data protocol and lock major part of vested tokens to reduce supply pressure on the token. So yeah, this is like this summary of investment deal. So the valuation 60 million, and token unlock happens within 1.5 years after TG, with like 10% unlocked after 6 months, and then linearly. So vested tokens can be staked as well. So I think I kind of covered all of the main things. So if you have any questions, would be happy to answer.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for this outstanding showcase. It was an amazing presentation, and the value you're bringing to the space is beyond amazing. So thank you so much, Leo.
Thank you so
I
much.
think, yeah. So I was wondering, liquidity fragmentation between chains is quite a major challenge that bridges face. And I was wondering how Eywa tackles these challenges of liquidity fragmentation.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what we are basically focusing on, right? So I just show it on this picture, right? So this is how it works internally, right? So basically, we utilizing hub chain approach, right? aggregating liquidity. So there are like synthetic derivatives that are created in a hub chain, right? So that means that for the projects, it's a really easy way to go cross chain. So there is no need to have like different liquidity pools in a chain and all of this stuff, right? So they can have just one liquidity pool, and for the users, it's just a simple way, right, to for example, to buy their token with any supported stable coin on any chain, right? So there is no need to think about the chain, or just choose the stable coin you prefer, and that's it. So yeah, and I would say that these 6 chains we're just starting out, right? So we'll be integrating more chains, um, including non-EVM chains as well, right, down the road.
Awesome. Thanks for clarifying. Hearing this, Eywa is definitely not a typical bridge when it comes to cross-chain interactions. So amazing work, and also congratulations on your integration with Curve Finance. I mean, Curve is definitely one of the pioneering decentralized exchanges in the industry, and I recently found out they even have a mind-blowing TVL of over $4.5 billion. So that's quite
Yeah,
amazing.
largest DEX on the market. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm also excited. Yeah.
I can imagine. And in addition to that, and I noticed that you and your team will deploy a proof of authority version on Eywa's Oracle network. So could you
Yeah,
please tell us more about the Oracle network and especially its core functionalities?
yeah, exactly. So basically, I would say that we first released, we already released actually the Oracle network with the proof of authority, but we will be switching to proof of stake in Q3 of this year, right? So first starting with proof of authority and then switching to proof of stake. So they will be like a decentralized network of validators, and um, as mentioned, we're planning to scale up to 700, 800 validators. And um, in terms of the solution, right? So this is how it looks like for the messaging protocol. So here you can see how decentralized Oracle network is basically um, how it works, right? And yeah, just it's a bit technical to be honest, but overall you can see here that we are they will be like decentralized Oracle network. So with like every 4 hours will be um, changing like different set of validators, like different epoch. So it's similar to Algorand or like Super Oracles. It's called Roll Depot Consensus, so you can check it out. Yeah.
Awesome. Then I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
Like I saw on your presentation, security is kind of crucial topic, and there's been about $2 billion exploited last year in bridge hacks. So I wonder what are like the main or key approaches that Eywa takes to secure the bridge infrastructure.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why I covered actually why security is so important, right? And basically, I just want to point out, right. So there are like maybe explain it a bit better. So because there are like usually two vectors of attacks, right? And as I mentioned in my pitch, so first one is like lack of decentralization, right? It's not really related to the like the breach, right? But overall, it's very important, right? Because in like mentioned in Ronin breach was hacked with like five out of nine validators were taken over, right? So in our case, we will be having like starting with 200, scaling up to 700, 800 validators. But smart contracts wise, obviously the audits, the security audits, we already got double audit from Smart State and Hexens. And yeah, there will be also penetration testing and white hacker program as well. So everything else for the breach, right? Um, and good part here that the liquidity pools they will be locked in the Curve smart contracts, right? So yeah, this is
Awesome.
how we tackle. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for clarifying it. And again, thank you for attending our event. It was a super interesting presentation. I wish you all the best behind the screens with your team. I cannot wait to interact more with Eywa. And hopefully we'll see you on the next demo day, Leo. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for hosting it. And yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, enjoy the day. All right, bye-bye.
Good day.